Hi guys, so it's the holiday season. We have last minute guides just for you. These are tried and true products that we use on a daily basis in our RV and camping lifestyles. And they're especially helpful for boondocking. So let's get started. Alright, number one. The first one we'd like to talk about is this Thorfire LED lantern. We love this. We use it on a daily basis, every night. So we boondock a lot. We're wall docking, staying at a Walmart, or somewhere else at a harvest house and whatever. So we don't want to deplete our batteries, so we use these things. What this is an LED puck light. You can hang it up on the ceiling just like that. You can hold it as a flashlight also. Alright, it has 2 modes. And then the best part about it is that it also expands into a lantern. So you can use it as a flashlight or as a lantern expanded. Best feature about it is that it's a hand crank powered unit. So if it does run out of juice within that 3-4 hours period of time when it's fully charged, and if you want to charge it, a minute of hand cranking it will get you about, I think, 18 minutes on high, and then about 30 to 40 minutes on low. So, and that's unlimited, because you can just hand crank it anytime you want. So that's such a great feature, especially when you're boondocking. You can either charge it as a lithium ion battery. It's a 30 milliamp hours, or I'm sorry, it's 300 milliamp hours. It's not that it's not that big of a battery, but it does last about, if it's fully charged on low mode, you're talking about 3 to 4 hours of usage in low mode, and of course less than that in high mode. So you can charge the unit itself using this micro USB charger, or of course you can hand crank it. Then it also has this USB plug in here that you can plug your devices. So if you're running out of power on your phone or other devices, you can plug it in here and then hand crank it and charge it that way. So that's another useful tool. So we've debated whether should we get a solar, because our first option was to get the solar, right? So that we can use the sun's power to recharge our lights. So then we saw the hand crank ones. I'm like, well, we've been in the Pacific Northwest for about a few months now, and it's actually great that we're not relying on the sun, because in Pacific Northwest or here in California during the winter, we're not getting a lot of sun. Today it's a little bit sunny, but in the last 2-3 weeks it's been raining a lot. So in that case, we're not going to be able to charge the solar lights much. So the hand crank ones, what we do is just plug it in the power source in our motorhome using the 12 volt. Plug it into that. It charges while we're driving, and then at night it's ready to use. We get like several hours out of it. Sometimes I do have to hand crank it, and it works well. I can't say enough good things about these lights. I might get another one. The only thing I'm concerned about is how durable this crank will be. So only time will tell. It does have a metal pin there, a screw here. Only time will tell. I mean, they're all plastic parts and plastic pieces. So we'll see how well and how durable these will be through time. We've only had it about a month, but the last several weeks we've been boondocking a lot, and they've been so helpful, especially when you're trying to be stealthy or when you're trying not to deplete your house batteries. So highly recommend these. Thorfire, Amazon. They're about $17. So next up, number 2, battery packs. You're boondocking, you're out there, you're not hooked up to a power source. You gotta have some backup battery packs, right? So if you're like us, we didn't really upgrade our house batteries to lithium ion. We've actually upgraded them to Golf Car 2 or GC2 batteries with a little bit more milliamp hours. Anyway, so if you don't want to deplete your batteries, what do? Battery packs. So what we got was this Rock Pulse 250 watt pure sine, so it's clean power, not clear, battery pack. So this will charge your iPhone up to 25 times, and it has three-way charge that you can charge this unit. You have solar, so it has little adapters that you can actually hook up to a solar panel. You can actually hook it up to a DC or AC input as well, and then you can plug it into a 12 volt. So while you're charging or while you're driving, you can charge it into your 12 volt cigarette charger on your vehicle. We haven't tried that yet, but I think we're gonna start doing that soon. It has an on and off switch. Let's see, it's lithium ion, so it's really light. This is about 5.5 pounds, and it's such a small unit. We've seen the Jackery, but the Jackery has this large unit over here, and then this actually has a better battery capacity than the Jackery that we've seen. So we just went ahead and ordered this. It has 2 plugs and then 2 USB ports here. Again, I charge my laptop, I charge all the devices and electronics that we have in the RV using this. So you can get the Rock Pulse 250 watt battery pack. So this was about $180. I think there's a $12 off coupon right now on Amazon that you can get. They have a smaller capacity one, they have a larger capacity one. You can see for yourself, but we've been pretty happy with this one. Now, if you want something smaller for your phones, of course, you can go with the smaller battery packs. I think this was 12,000 milliamp hour battery pack. It's by Anker. And then this one I just ordered. The thing I like about this one is that it has a percentage. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right. And then it has 2 USB output. I think one is 2.1 amp, and then the other one is 1, which isn't that fast. But if you're charging overnight, it's fine. Of course, you have the charger port there that you can charge recharge the unit. But this one, I just plug my phone in overnight. Get yourself some battery packs. I think this was less than $30. This was probably, I've had this for a long time, so at the time it was one of the fast charging ones for Anker. You can get some much faster charging ones now. So this was probably about $30-40 at the time, which was years ago. And this one actually has just a light indicator what capacity it has. That's why I like this one. It actually gives you a full reading of the percentage of charge and discharge it has. So battery packs, highly recommended. So next up, we have water bottles. Everyone needs water bottles, right? All right, so I got this Clean Canteen water bottle. It's an insulated, double-walled water bottle. About 7 or 10 years ago, I've taken it everywhere with me when I travel, and on my daily commute, it's always in my cup holder. It's a slim design, so it fits in the cup holders just fine. I think that may be one consideration that you make, that you need to make when you're buying your water bottles, whether you want to put them in cup holders. I can put this in my backpack sleeve on the side for bottles and accessories that you may want to put in there. So this Clean Canteen bottle is a 20 ounce. It goes for about $28. It's extremely durable, as you can see. The steel that they use on it is thick, so it's a little heavier than the normal ones. I got another one from Amazon that isn't as thick, but it still keeps the water cold in there. It's a slightly bigger, or maybe about the same size as this. So since it's double walled and insulated, it keeps your beverages in there hotter or colder a lot longer than a single walled water bottle. It's also wide mouth design is what I love about this, is that, you know, you can refill it a lot easier. You can put some ice in there if you want. It has this little loop that you can easily carry it. You know, if you don't want to put it or bring a backpack with you, you can still hike with it, just, you know, holding it through the loop. It also has an optional coffee or hot beverage, you know, for tea top. So I just ordered that. It was an additional $8. Or you can, I think, buy it together with this top and then the coffee top is what I call it, because I drink coffee. Now, if you there are also hydro flask versions of these, obviously, that you can get from REI or any other outdoor stores. Very comparable to clean canteens. Either one of them, you'll probably be just fine. They also have slim versions like this. Now, the only thing I think, I don't know if Hydro Flask only has a like narrow top, so you may, you know, if it doesn't matter to you, this one is a lot easier to clean because of the wide mouth design. And then another option, of course, you have your Nalgene bottles. These guys can hold a bunch. They're BPA free, so they're a lot safer than the non-BPA. We got these at REI. They were, I think, buy one get one free for $11. So we got two for $11 at the time of the sale. And this one holds about 32 ounce. The girls use these on a daily basis. You know, they can monitor their water intake on a day-to-day basis, so that, you know, they know they're being hydrated properly. So water bottles, another great option. You can upgrade your loved ones to much better water bottles instead of the freebies or, you know, the cheapies that you find there. I mean, they're such a great investment because, first of all, you need to stay hydrated throughout the day. You don't want to waste plastic, right, and create more waste. And then also, I mean, you know, for $30, come on. That's for about 7-10 years. I think that's well worth the investment. So next up, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, headlamps. You gotta have some solid headlamps out there. We've had these for a while now. We got them at Costco. You can get them on Amazon. You can probably get them on Walmart at Walmart.com or at Walmart. We got these Coast headlamps. They're LED. They take about 3 AAA batteries. Right now I use the rechargeables because I don't like to waste, and I just charge these when they run out, or when we're hooked up to power source, or I'll run the inverter in the rig to charge them. I also got this micro USB chargeable, AAA or AA charger that I can plug into the 12 volt now, which is great. I don't need to run the inverter to recharge my AAA and AA batteries. So this has 1, 2, 3 lights, right? You have the red, you have the, let's see if you guys can see it. So red, love the red because the red one I use a lot. When it's at night, really dark, you don't want to go from like really bright to dark, or from dark to really bright. Then, you know, the red light is a great option. It keeps your it doesn't burn your eyes basically when you turn on the light. So you know, your eyes adjust a lot faster. I also use it when I'm outside doing night photography. I'll just put this on my head and I will run it, and you know, I'll see all my camera settings and whatnot. Because on my camera, it actually has a lot of dials and things like that, because it's the Fujifilm X Pro 2. It has, you know, top dials that are tactile instead of seeing everything inside the LCD. So you have the red and then the green. Then of course you have the white. So the white has 3 modes. think these were 405 lumens, 230 lumens, and then the low one's 53 lumens. It's IPX4 water resistance, so it's somewhat waterproof. There's some sealing around here and probably around there, any of the openings. You can articulate it as such, so when you're walking, you have it on your head, you can articulate it easily. The other good thing about it is that it's you can focus the light, so it can go from flood to a spotlight by turning this ring here. So again, we got these at Costco. I'm not sure if your local Costco still carry these. They may carry other brands now, probably equally as good. We like buying stuff at Costco. You can also get them on Amazon. I just checked Walmart.com as well, and they do have some of these as well. I think the newer versions have different bands, but the light unit itself is about the same thing. So these are also under $30, right? The brighter ones, of course, will cost a little bit more than that, but great tool to have in camp life, RV life, even in the RV, right? Because we don't have a low setting on our lights, so we use those red and green lights a lot when we're in the RV, so that we're not blasting light everywhere. So great option, great gift. So the next on our list, you're out there in nature, you're gonna run into wildlife, right? So it's nice to be prepared. I suggest getting a counter assault bear spray. Counter assault is like the industry standard for bear spray, so there are other options out there. This is what you can buy at national parks, REI, wherever. But so counter assault is the brand to get. The great thing about this is that it actually has a sleeve. So it's an EPA certified formula that's that works well for the environment, I guess. It shoots up to 40 feet for 7 seconds continuous spray. So you shoot it, make sure you're just not shooting with the wind against you, or else you're gonna get some of the spray. So just be very wary of that. We haven't used this yet. Luckily we haven't had to use it. It's what they say, the hottest formula that's effective against all 8 species of bears. So you can get the counter assault bear spray, $45. It comes with a sleeve. You can actually pick these up almost anywhere. When we were in bear country, of course, in Glacier National Park, we were able to pick these up. We wanted to have 2 while we're hiking. I have one and Mal has one. Make sure with the holster that you're actually putting it in the holster. You can shoot from the hip. And just make it easily accessible so that you're not actually having to take down your backpack and so on. Some people keep it here, but if it's here, of course, it's very close to your face first of all, so it's better to keep it around the hip area. So $45, you can get these probably at Walmart as well. You can definitely order them from Amazon. You can get them at REI, or if you're in bear country, you can almost find these anywhere. So highly recommended. So we already gave you 5. We're gonna do a bonus one, and to me, since we've been in the Pacific Northwest in the last several months, and it's been raining a lot here in California during in December, highly recommend getting a good rain gear. You gotta have good rain gear. So what I have here, I have two rain jackets. It's an older one that I got about 10 years ago. It's a Mountain Hardwear. That one works well for medium to light rain. For extreme downpour, you got to trust the Gore-Tex stuff. You got to go a little bit more hardcore. So the seams and everything else, so that you're well protected. So this is a Gore-Tex membrane, so it's high better airflow, breathability. It's windproof at the same time as, you know, it being breathable. So all the hot air, you know, sweat and moisture will actually dissipate and go through the membrane. Try to keep it away from your body while keeping the heat in there, but the moisture is out. This is the North Face Summit Series L5 Fuse Form. I think the newer version of these, they are selling them with a non-Gore-Tex, but it's a similar membrane. They call it what, Future Light. I don't know if that's just a North Face thing now, that they've gone away from Gore-Tex, or maybe it's just a Summit Series. Leave a comment below if you know. So, you know, with it being a Gore-Tex, it has excellent water protection. So, highly recommend you know, a good rain jacket or rain gear. You know, you can also use this as a hard shell, which I've used during hard rain, or, you know, I'll throw it on top of as an external layer on top of my thermal ball jacket. So if that doesn't work for you, you know, the Gore-Tex are pricey, right? I mean, they range from 200 plus to, you know, I think a brand new one of these will be almost $500. So you can always get a non-Gore-Tex version of a rain jacket, but, you know, we do recommend that everyone gets a rain jacket, because rain is going to be inevitable. It's you're going to run into it, as you all know. If you're living this lifestyle, you need good rain gear. I mean, either just going out, registering for camp, or you know, if you have to empty your tanks while it's downpouring, which I've done in the past, it's always nice to have the right gear for the right environment. Anyway, so that wraps up our holiday gift guide for 2019. This will be applicable for any year. This will be applicable for any event, not just the holidays, so birthdays or any other events. All these things that we use on a daily basis that will be beneficial for your loved ones if they love the outdoors, if they love the RV lifestyle. We do highly recommend these items because we use them on a daily basis, and they're tried and true again, and we've been very happy with these. We're not gonna recommend something to you guys that we're not happy with. We've been using these since we got started on our full-time RV lifestyle earlier this year in July. So we've been putting these items through a day-to-day test. So anyway, happy holidays to all of you. Sorry about all the noise. We're parked in front of my sister's house right now in California. Happy holidays to you and your family. We'll see you guys out there. Stay safe, stay warm. If you're up in the cold weather right now, don't forget to subscribe. Probably right here, right? All right. Check you out later.